Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. It's so nice to have you here. I would like to just thank you so much that we have just reached 200 subscribers, and I just wanted to thank you for basically enabling for me to keep doing what I would love to do, keep helping me to keep bringing the messages that I'm really passionate to bring in, hopefully helping you as well. So I just wanted to share my gratitude for you. And today's pick card reading is going to be about the messages, any messages that your spirit guides would like to share with you and connect with you. Because initially I had something else in mind. However, when I was just clearing the energy of the cards, it came in so strong that it feels like your spirit guides would like to connect with you and share with you some specific messages. So I'm going to leave it so open, and we are going to dive deeper into the reading. So for today's reading, I've already pre-shuffled one of the oracle decks, which is going to represent each group. So group number one is going to be here and represented with the red jasper. And group number two is going to be here represented with amethyst. And group number three is going to be here and represented with the labradorite. So you can take your time, pause the video, do your selection in whichever way you feel most comfortable with. But I'm going to see at your pile, and you're going to find the timestamps in the description box below as well. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this pile with the red jasper on it, then this is going to be your message. Before I start with your reading, I'd like to share with you that since you have chosen this pile with the red jasper on it, you might be in need of a grounding, or if you have been already like working on basically balancing your divine feminine and masculine energies, I'm picking up an energy that a new you is just about to reborn. And let's get to your cards. I actually asked for like one card and you got like two cards. I'm just picking up an energy right now that your spirit guides are saying that you're a very decisive person. Like if you're struggling with any kind of like a decision making at this moment, just remember who you are is the message that's coming forward. Because let's say that if any other friend would have come to you and approached you with this kind of like a situation or indecisiveness, and yeah, with kind of like indecisiveness, it might be about the same matter that you're talking, that you're thinking at the moment. I believe that you might have very direct solutions to it. Like you might have a very straightforward way to help them. But when it comes to you, it feels like you might be like juggling a little bit, maybe like paralysis analysis. So let's get into your cards. I hope that made sense. Like this was a general portion of the reading, but oh guys, we have change. It's 35, and that came actually in reverse. I don't read the reversals in this oracle. So it definitely feels like, especially the woman in here, like she's a little bit like naked. So in this sense, it feels like a new you is just about to reborn. There is like a big changes is happening in your world, but it's just all about you like surrendering it and not understanding why the changes are happening. Those changes might be things that you don't want, and they actually wanted me to say you don't understand at the moment, but they do not want you to create any kind of resistance towards those changes. They actually want you to get excited of these changes, whatever they are coming in your life. Will is a second card, 13. Whatever this change is for, they want me to tell you that that change, whatever they want to bring into your life through that change, is not going to happen unless you want it to happen, unless you give them permission, unless you give universe permission that you want that change to happen. So if you're perceiving that whatever change is happening in your life is actually like crumbling everything down that you once thought that it was your foundation, first of all, they want me to tell that this is not the case. The change is not going to be that drastic. And at the same time, this change is happening for the better. So I feel like the circumstances that you're in right now is quite like challenging, in a sense that you're not happy, you're not thriving. So your spirit guides wants you to thrive. So they're trying to convey some messages to you that I feel like you have been ignoring it. That's why like this messages are coming also so strong today, that no, we want you to just deliver them the message from the spirit guides. So here they are. So if you have been like ignoring some messages that your spirit guides, your spirit guides was trying to communicate with you, uh, these are the messages they were trying to tell you. It might be very uncomfortable right now. However, this change is going to bring in big wish fulfillments for you. But it's not going to happen unless you basically give your permission them to bring those changes. You always have an option to stay where you are, but your guys are seeing that this is not where you're thriving at. So they want you to be happy and thriving, and more than happy, like joyous. And those changes might also require for you to like look at yourself in a different light as well. Like those changes might be basically requiring for you to see yourself under a different light, requiring for you to see another side of you. Let's say that if you're a type of a person, just an example, that you don't want to be on the spotlight, you just would like to observe and gather the most information and then talk if necessary and state your opinion if it's necessary, then these changes that is coming in for you is most probably going to put you under a spotlight. Maybe you're not going to have that much of time to actually stay passive and observe, because the people's eye are going to be on you. They're going to wonder your opinion. So you might have to be more I forgot the word. You might have to be more, let's say, like spontaneous, and go with the flow, because like your intuition is going to guide you. Like more than your intuition, you already had this like a experience together with your gut feeling that help you to actually find your way around even the most wavy waters. So you actually don't need to be really taking your time and stay away from the spotlight and just observe, and watch all the other people, even maybe they are getting the credit for the ideas that you have been already thinking within yourself, but you were just not feeling so comfortable about just getting it out there and saying them out loud. Because I feel like this is how you were playing most of your life, like playing it safe. But your guys don't want you to play it safe, because you have brilliant ideas and brilliant sides of you that you have been like showing it under the rug for so long. And now your guys are just like pushing you a bit away from your comfort zone, because where you need to thrive in this lifetime is not while you're playing the sidelines, if that's making sense. Okay. I'm not sure if those messages are like some messages you want to hear. If they're making you feel uncomfortable, this is definitely not my intention, but I really genuinely feel like this is something you need to hear. We have Six of Wands in reverse in here. I really feel like this change that's coming into your life is around an area that you're not seen. You're not appreciated. Like your guides wants you to be seen. That's why they are bringing in that change. We have Death in reverse. There's definitely some resistance towards this change in your life from you, internal resistance. Oh my god, we have two sixes. We have Six of Cups. whatever your spirit guides is trying to bring into your life is something that you want from the beginning, and like you want from your childhood even. Like if you can just look at this card, there's like a two figures in here basically, and like there's a cup that one person is just like basically handed over to the other. I just feel like you already have five cups in here, and five of cups represents some disappointment, sadness, like developing over your lover of your emotions, basically taking your time in those emotions to understand yourself. However, now I feel like this is your spirit guide, and just like they are offering you a cup. It's like a way out of this situation, but you just need to trust them. This time is the message that's coming forward. We have lovers in reverse. Haven't I mentioned indecision? For some reason, I'm getting a message also that when you are coming to this reading, you might have something else on your mind for this reading, maybe as a message that your guides are going to bring forward. And now I might be talking about something completely different than what you thought initially. And your spirit guides also would like to highlight that these are the messages you need, not the masters that you thought you needed, but these are the masters that we were trying to bring in. Okay. I was just talking about disappointment, and we had the five of coins of the fool. Like everything is really, really supporting in each other. Like your guys would like you to, like they're telling you to just take a risk. Whatever area is this in your life, you are going to transform your lack mentality. Whatever area is this, is it like about people are never gonna see me, people are never gonna understood me. It takes a lot from me. I don't have what it takes to be successful, to be under spotlight, to be seen, to make a lot of money, to change homes, to move away from my family. Whatever it is that you think that you don't have what it takes, you do. Let me get one more card in here about the Six of Cups. Also, your guides wants you to pull your energy and resources from people and places that is not giving you back enough. You might not want to do that just because you don't want to be just like labeled as even like selfish or self-focused, but you need to be at this moment. And there's always a fine line between being unhealthy selfish and being selfish for the sake of your ego, basically. So we all need to be selfish in the healthiest ways as possible to basically even help others if this is how you would like to thrive in life. Eight of Wands in reverse and Two of Wands in reverse. Like some things are in delay. It's just because you haven't decided it yet. And can we just see in what area this message is for? Ten of Coins. Like this is about everything you ever want to manifest. This might be about you want to move into a new house. This might be basically about you want to change jobs, but whatever it is, like this is going to be something that you're going to create a foundation of stability. I feel like you want stability in your life. You might already have a stability in your life, but this is not something that's making you very happy in the very long run. So you're very aware of it. That's why this change is trying to come into your life. This might be also about building a family with your precious other one. Like this might be also like basically I'm hearing like making the legacy, like the people are going to remember you with what you wanna put out into the world is also other thing. And they also want me to tell you that you're not responsible for other people's emotions and feelings. Like unless of course like you on purposely did not want to cause any kind of harm to them, which is definitely the energy that which is not definitely the energy that I'm getting. But I feel like you have a tendency to just try to solve everything for everyone and put yourself into the back burner, and this has to change too. Let's get one message from the Starseed Oracle deck. I was really drawn to this deck as well. For group number one, Spirit. Okay. So we have crack open, and this says that a rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. You are changing. The person that once you thought that who you were, that you were thought that this is you, is changing at the moment. You really need to like surrender. I was just mentioning that how you perceive yourself once is about to change. You're going to start seeing different versions of yourself. If you thought that you always need the other people's approval, if you thought that you can never survive by yourself because there was always other people around you, family or friends who did favors for you, let's say, or who took care of the things that you thought that you were not capable to take care of. However, if you would have given an opportunity, you would have done a tons better job, as what I'm literally hearing it. Just because you're so kind, you're so pure of a heart, and you always consider others doesn't mean that you're weak. It actually means that you're strong. Like like basically the the perception of strength of a weak person is thinking that kindness, empathy, and being open and authenticity is weak. But the perception of an actually strong person, um, the perception of actually strong person's perception towards strength is kindness, generosity, authenticity, setting the boundaries. So if you would have surrounded yourself, and if you were surrounded by those people who were just giving into their egos for the sake of surviving, then you might have got initially the more distorted ideas about what strength is. But at the moment, I'm seeing that you're already striping away from all these ideas, and you're also surrendered to the new you. And the great severing, the Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. I see that once you realize what has been actually happening in your life, you might have to really, really accept actually many things that you once didn't want to see. Like, especially if it's like about other people that you surrounded yourself with, the family, friends, you might you might actually start to see the things under a different light, like how they have been treating you, how you were allowing them to treat you, what were their intentions, and in which area of their life they were actually broken, and they acted like they are not broken, and actually they were trying to give you advices from their broken perspective, which made you more broken. So they might be actually bringing everything, might be bringing in more and more actually anger within you, and you might be actually conflicting with yourself about, like, no, I should be grateful, like they provided me this, they're my mom, they're my dad, they're my family, they're my sister, they're my brother, they're my cousin. I shouldn't be thinking those kind of things about them. Or no, they're my like long-term friend, they always meant the good for me, they just didn't know how. Like, I guess that your spirit guides will want me to tell you that your anger, your disappointment, and your love for them can exist all at the same time. You don't need to choose one or another. The life is not black and white. Like, they are not perfect. I am not perfect. You're not perfect. Because we are not meant to be perfect. This lifetime meant not to be perfect. It's all about experiencing to the utmost joy until to the utmost disappointment at times. But as long as you know yourself, you're sure about who you are in the world, you're always going to thrive. And your guys would like you to embrace every emotion that's coming up for it and just accept it. And the as it was always said, that the only way out of the darkness and through it. So I feel like this might be a very, very like tense period for you right now, for it actually accept all those emotions that you once didn't want to see. But I feel like you cannot escape from it anymore. Let me get a sip of water. Okay. And they also want me to tell you that you always have a choice to keep anyone in your life if you would like to, or if you not wanna. Let's get the last card from the Astro Oracle deck. I might need to read the messages from here, from the book. Let's see. For group number 1, the last message, Spirit, please. Okay. Oh boy, we have Venus that came in reverse, and this is beloved. You are such a genuine person with such beauty. I'm actually picking up an energy that, first of all, you undermine yourself a lot, and there's a reason for it, because your unique perspective, your unique aspects, your unique beauty hasn't been acknowledged by the people closest to you, hasn't been acknowledged by your caregivers, even that I feel that your such unique side has been gone unseen. So you always try to look out for that love from your caregivers, as is of course expected as a child of theirs, or any kind of parent figures you were expecting of this conditioning, expecting of this life. I'm sorry, I cannot talk. As a child, you have been looking out for that love, and cared for your caregivers. However, you haven't found that. Whenever you haven't found that, you start going through that kind of like healing fantasies around your mind that, okay, if I do this, if I become like that my mom or dad or like whoever it is expecting from me, then basically I will be loved. And in order to do that, you put the most unique sides of you, the sides of you who made you who you are, on the back burner. So it's kind of like a self-betrayal, just in order to keep love, in order to feel like you are loved, but that love was always unconditional. And that's definitely something that all children does when their emotional needs are not met. I see that. Um, First of all, you were asked to understand why you have been putting yourself under the back burner and why you think that you were being undermined. It's more than think, but understanding that why you were undermined and why you're undermining yourself, because there must be a part of you that you don't see, you don't give yourself enough credit for. And I actually want to do a reading about that, maybe after this reading. So you're asked to see and embrace the beauty within you, within and outside. Another message is I'm getting that you might have actually faced with a lot of jealousy in your life. That jealousy might be purely out from how you look, because I'm seeing that you have an extremely feminine energy. You're very enticing, like inside and out, this beauty is just reflecting, like the inside beauty of you is just like reflecting outside of your physical appearance. And I see that the people, even in your family, were jealous of it. So there's always like a different ways of just basically expressing those jealousy throughout behaviors or thoughts or words, however it manifests. And I also feel like some people were basically jealous of, from their perspective, how you always get what you wanted, how you always end up in a better places than they are. This definitely does not reflect their reality, but this is how they always seen. Like there was always this comparison energy between you and the others you thought that they were closest to you, and your guys would like to make a discerning decisions about those people, and basically decide how much how much more you want to allow them to basically interfere in your life. It's all about your decision. Because if someone is not making you feel good after you interacted with them or during, then they're not meant to be in your presence. They don't worth it. So the challenge message of this card says that emotions run strong and passions are intense. Be wary of crimes of passion, love addiction, or looking for love in material things. If you're fascinated by this superficial aspect of the Venus, You can get caught up in the appearances or become blind in love. Look deeper. This tells me two different messages. First of all, there might be people around you who just put the superficials aside, who might put the superficial things like about everything else. So if you feel like you do not have genuine connections, those people might be more of so focused upon how things look from the other person's perspective so that they're gonna get accepted. They don't necessarily might be keeping your well-being in the priority during your communication, but they might be still like um thinking about themselves more. And the other message is that if you have a tendency to want to basically escape towards love, whenever you are feeling this intense emotions, you don't want to dive deeper into it and look into it. You might have a potential to want to basically forget your anger and disappointments by distracting yourself and trying to basically maybe go out for a date or be with your partner. But if those dates or flirtings or your partner you feel like it's just like temporary peaks, you might not be able to trust them, or it's just like temporary thing. Or they are not helping you in the long run. This is one other message from your guides telling you that you might actually want to take a time out, because those people, if they really meant to be, they're going to be in your life. But at this moment, I feel like it's just like procrastinating your healing progress. But this is all I got for you, group number one. I hope you find the messages resonating and helpful. And I'm sorry for any kind of intense messages if you did not wanted to hear, but I genuinely believe that they were the messages your spirit guides wanted to bring it to you. But thank you so much for bearing with me until the end. If you did, thank you so much for all your support and for helping me to just reach the 200 subscribers. I have immense love for you. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this card with the amethyst on it, then this is going to be a reading. So before I start with your reading, I was just trying to tap into your energy, and I saw like something like a circle, and inside was a field with water. I feel like you were a little bit maybe going around the same things again and again, and you're trying to make a decision, but you might be a little bit like overflooded with the emotions, or you feel a little bit like stagnant, or you're a little bit even like afraid of touching, or like yeah, touching your emotions, even like dipping your toe into the water. Like very little interactions or very little allowance for your body to connect with your emotions could be still like a big thing for you that you don't want to actually get into. So you might be avoiding facing with some emotions. But let's see your number two. Huh? Sovereignty. I guess I said it correctly. 41. Group number two. This is like a big high priestess energy. And I feel like you're afraid of your own power. You're amazingly powerful. You're incredibly intuitive. You might be into divination tools. You might be already using the divination tools to help others, to help yourself, to heal. You might be a healer as well. However, there is like something happening at the moment that I feel like your emotions might be a little bit like up and down. It's just that you're not trusting something enough to put more than your toe into that water. We can dive deeper into this thing, but I'm seeing you are incredibly already experienced when it comes to trusting your intuition, taking charge of your own life, taking charge of your own healing. You are a healer, like you are a very wise soul that you help others. I feel like you might be even doing it as a profession. And now I'm hearing at the crossroads. You might be at the crossroads. You might not think that this is like so big. This is not so big of a thing. You can just you can get out of it, like you can get through it. Um, and that's definitely true. But I feel like you haven't started yet taking step towards it. Like there is just like a feeling of like being on a pose, if that makes sense. So what messages do you, okay. So they turn out and we have like moon under the bottom of the deck as well. So we have ace of coins and queen of swords in reverse. This is about some kind of like a new beginning for you. This is about something you want to create into the world. Let me check the Queen of Swords. You don't want to be perceived as someone who just using their power and their position for their own sake or good. I'm just picking up an energy of like basically you are struggling with how you're going to perceived by others, like your ethic and morals. You don't want to compromise it. You're definitely not compromising it. This is not you, but you don't want others to think that you're doing something unfair. You're using your power. You're abusing your power just to just just make things your own way. I feel like you know intuitively and in terms of the facts as well what is the best option to do, what's the best option to go for, what's the best thing to follow. However, when it comes to like telling it to the other people that is going to be affected by this decision of yours, you know that they are in favor for a different thing, but you know that this is not including what they're in favor for is not including the highest good of all. So you know that your decision has to be the one that's need to be made, and you're just thinking that how can I basically put it uh, into the words and into the action that I'm gonna tell them that this is for the best, but I'm not doing it just because I can do it. I'm not doing it just because like I'm the one in charge. This is true, but I'm not using my power. Um, I'm not abusing my power. I'm not using my power to get my way through, to control things. I know that for a fact this is for the highest good of all. And this is in regards to some kind of like a new beginning in here. And this new beginning might be concerning other people around as well. I'm picking up like a judge vibe. Like you might be bringing a justice or judgment culture situation, which is going to bring in the justice. What else do you want to say? Okay, Spirit. Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like you have been just like you have been you have been contemplating and thinking about this situation for a long while. Like you know that if there will have been another person in your shoes, they would struggle hell a lot, and you're so grateful that you're the one that's in charge in the situation, and you can see that how basically how much the other people are affecting in the situation, and you're also posing the situation might be causing other people some anxiety. You're aware of it, but you don't want this to take the best of you because you know for a fact that you need to stay grounded as you already are, you already were, you always are and were, so that you can actually make the most objective decision for the highest good of all. I'm going to keep the Nine of Swords in this position. Okay. Eight of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're very aware that this decision of yours is not going to make everyone happy. In fact, it might trigger some emotions within them. However, this is going to create new beginning, and this is going to be even better. I feel like you might be forcing other people to actually look within themselves and discover any kind of emotions that they have been struggling so much with. Either you're doing it intentionally on purpose or holding a mirror to them. This might very well be the case because like this Eight of Cups are just in the mirroring direction in here. And you might be showing them the attachment styles they need to move away from. And you know that they do not like it, even like they might not want to come back or revisit this situation. Still, you know that this is for the best. Or if you're not doing it on purposely, like if you're not working as a healer or a coach or any kind of like a mental health area, if you are a manager, if you're a boss, CEO, whatever, is that in very kind of like a in a position of power that your decision could actually affect right away the other people's lives, then you're aware of the basically the snowball effect of your decision afterwards, but you're still staying on your ground. Yes, you know that this is not something that you can rush. You need to take your time. That's why you're also allowing other people. Hopefully, you're hoping that by this time that you're on a pause on purpose, you're allowing them to also process their emotions. I hope this is making sense. Group number two. I feel like this is a very specific message. And if you resonate with this group, you're gonna. If you're not, then it's not your group and you can choose another one. What else do you would like to say for group number two, Spirit? What messages do you have for group number two? Okay, it didn't want to come out. I feel like sometimes you're thinking that, should I now? And you're like, no, not the time, right? Okay. Your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. Like, I feel like you're at a position group number two that you can like you might be a manifestation coach. Like you might be basically helping people to create their own lives. You might be enabling people to create their own lives. This can manifest in multiple ways. Like you can be a coach, you can be a mental health counselor, you might basically even like working at a bank and trying to help people by giving them the best offers as possible so that they can start creating their dreams. If this is their dream car, if this is their dream house, if this is going to be their basically dream enterprise or any kind of entrepreneurship that they want to start with, like in whatever shape or form. You might be even a teacher, like helping basically those students to discover their true selves. Like the souls who are drawn to you are young. The souls that are drawn to you does not have as much experience as you do. So you're a teacher in any shape or way or form, and you don't show those people, you don't show your experience. You don't show off your experience onto their faces and saying that, oh, okay, I understand you, so this is what you gotta do. So because I know for the best that this is how you should be, like basically following it, so just do it and you're gonna be happy. Definitely that this is not the way it goes, because even for a fact that is very true, that you're very perceptive, you're very experienced, and you really do understand, and you know for a fact at the very early interaction for them, that's what they need to be doing in order to achieve what they want to achieve. Still, this is not the progress. They have to be the one in charge of their life and making the decisions. So in this case, I guess Spirit wants me to remind you of it, that whatever situation you find yourself in, maybe you have this tendency of like, oh gosh, like I just really want to like help and just say that thing or do that thing. The Spirit is like, you know, you've done it a million times. Like this time, it might be different for some reason, but just be patient. They're gonna come to it. They're gonna come to it. Just like keep shoving them to way, and just be patient as you always are, and wait. This is an incredible energy, and this is going to be your last message. It's the seventh house that came in reverse. Oh my, this is the relationship. Interesting. Okay, many. I guess like there might be many different of you that's drawn to this group, so I will try to like as generalize and include as every different people as possible. So I love your energy group number two. This is like so genuine, so helpful energy, but at the same time like very strict with the boundaries that you know what you need to do, what's best for you and what's best for others basically, even if that's like actually even if it's that's actually subjective, but still. So with the seventh house in the relationship, it's reverse. There's a case that you might actually be helping people for any kind of dysfunctional relationships that they're navigating through their lives. That might be about basically, literally, you're coaching them and you kind of counseling through them. You might be a relationship coach, or your situation might be actually including your relationship with someone very close to you. It might be your partner, it might be also, let's say, a family or a long term friendship that, like there is a very strong basis there. And you, since they are so close to your heart, you really want to tell them, but you're really holding yourself back because intuitively you know that this is not the best way to approach the situation. So you just need to hold off your horses for this one. Um, I guess there are the two interpretations that's coming in. I also like heard from spirit that it's both. I'm not sure, but it might also both of the situations too. I want to just read the seventh house in here in reverse. It is 45. It says that when you're working in a tandem in love or in business, it can be tempting to either give your power away to partner or take over theirs. An unbalanced relationship can become untenable. So I guess you really do know what's for the best, but like for this one, you're just asked to step away so that the situation can actually just resolve as fast as possible by its own, so that you're not actually going to be showing your partner or the person in person that we're talking about in here that you have all the power. You're actually going to make them feel like they have power too. So just want to get one more clarity around there if there's any more. We have North Node feature in reverse. I feel like, first of all, you're asked not to analyze the situation any more than it is anymore. You're asked to even like basically mystery. Let the mystery keep itself, because there's also one point of this situation that you're not fully aware of, and this is for the purpose. This is on purpose that you're not aware of it. So some information also withheld from you, and your partner or the person, the situation might be also withholding some emotion from their side and not revealing every fact to you as well. And this is on purpose. That's why if you want to like push it a little bit forward, you might be actually triggering some point in them that you never really wanted it to, or even like it wasn't your intention. That's why spirit is saying that just like wait a little while. It's really going to unfold by itself, and the results are going to be even more smoother than you expected. But yeah, group number two, these are all the matches I got for you. I hope it wasn't so like way the messages that I was giving, like literally like this is how the messages just appealed. But thank you so much for bearing with me until the end if you did. And I really want to again thank you for helping me to reach 200 subscribers. I'm really so happy. And you're all the reasons that I'm here for, basically, to keep doing what I love to do and bring those messages to you. And hopefully they're helpful. And if you want to connect with me further, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this card with the labradorite on it, then this is going to be your message. So I haven't tapped into your energies with the meditation before. Let's see what's going to come through for you. Okay, let's check out your cards first. Oh my god, self-love. We have 6. So, okay, group number 3. I feel like you're at the time of you're the period of your life at the moment that you are really learning to be gentle with yourself. You're more of an area, more of an era of your life that the calmness means more to you. You're discovering the little, a joy in the little things, being more present in the moment and taking a time out and even taking your earbuds off while you're walking or running. You're just realizing the things around you more and more. I feel like you are coming into your feminine energy and devolving into your feminine energy regardless of your gender more and more at this time of your life. And your guys want me to tell you that you're doing an impeccable job at it. You might be even making a peace with your body image in here. You might be treating really started to see your body more and more as a temple. So maybe you're getting more and more away and pulled away from those kind of I'm sorry, temporary peaks of your life, any kind of let's say the food, anything you digest. It might be any kind of drink. Let's say maybe you don't feel you can just drink as much alcohol as it was before, simply you just don't feel like it. Or if there was always some type of a comfort food of yours, snacks, maybe you start realizing that you don't want them anymore. Or you have an instant, not regret, but you're feeling instant effects of those kind of foods on your body. You're damn, I first ate what I wanted to eat and it was really good, but then I ate, let's say, chips on the top of it, and I'm damn, the moment I just put it in my mouth, I just knew it. So you are getting more and more sensitive and in touch with your body and really connecting with your gut more and more. And they want me to tell you that the amount of things that you could be able to manifest into your life through it is crazy. Okay, so intense. Let's see your number. Ooh, 3. Okay. What else your spirit guides would like to highlight at this time for you? What messages your spirit guides has for you? Ooh, okay. Damn, we have Emperor. Regardless of your gender, oh my god, amazing message. So, the people you once thought they were a powerhouse, the people once you thought that they have all the power and you were looking up for, they are going to start looking up for you. And we have 10 of Cups in here. You're going to manifest everything you ever wanted and more. You don't know. You are not yet understanding the whole capacity of the blessings you can actually manifest into your life. And this is part of your life purpose. We have 8 of Cups. Interesting. This card came in the same position in reverse with group number 2. There might be some message there for you. Can we clarify the Emperor, please? 3 cards, thank you. We have Chariot in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. And let me try to actually pull them a little bit here for you so that you can see hopefully. And can we clarify the 8 of Cups in reverse, please? Oof. Okay, the Hanged Man in reverse. There are such impactful and big changes are happening in your life right now. Like you feel like you're not ready for it yet, but you are. Like things are going to progress a lot faster once you actually accept how powerful you are. And the power that power that the society thought what power is not the power. Is not the power. Like the power that the society thinks is basically, let's say, being cruel, maybe even like taking advantage of the others, like being, it might be even like being sneaky, it might be just playing on the ego, it might be getting your way out, like even like in the expense of others, like I mean, like they should have seen it coming is the attitude basically. But I'm seeing that your power lies in your perception and your power lies in your wisdom. So when it comes to the emperor is here, you have a new opportunity coming your way. Uh, and this opportunity maybe might have been on hold for quite a while, and there might be some like a power struggles behind it. Like this opportunity is coming, it's still there, maybe within a month or so this opportunity will be coming in here, and it's going to put you in a position of power. You might even find yourself being a boss of your old boss. You might even just find yourself that you are in a more power position than those people who had power over you before. And I'm trying to see why does this Queen of Swords in reverse isn't here. Like for group number two, for the first time I was just like interpreting as if like you you don't want to be that person of like trying to perceive as you're using your power for, in your advantage. You're definitely not that person. But I feel like when this opportunity comes for you at number three, like your spirit guides are here to talk about right now, literally the blessing coming in for you. And this is the blessing you manifested, and it's your birthright. And you even have shit tons more. I'm sorry for my language, that's waiting for you. And you deserving of all. First of all, your guides would like you to accept that, start manifesting that dream life of yours in front of your eyes, maybe even every morning. Start embracing your beauty, start like praising yourself more and more and more, so that you're going to elevate your vibration and you are going to make it a lot easier for everything you ever wish for to come into your life a lot faster. And once that opportunities come into your life, you might think that you might not be deserving of it, or you might think that if you have been put in a position of power over some other power positions, then you might think that you don't want to be perceived as, like, yeah, now I'm in charge. You might still want to play small, but this is not a power struggle. This is not about who has more basically management power over the other one. This is all about who's the best leader and who's doing the best for everyone else's involved highest good in here. And you are that one. You have been given that position for a reason in here, is what I'm seeing. So whatever worries or doubts you have is basically need to be put on the back burner. You had to show that confidence and trust in yourself and step into that position, because I feel like you're going to get that position, but you're going to have some hesitations and doubts around it. And I feel like there's some like past inferiority that I feel that's holding you back about this position, because it's really going to cause you to change your perception about you upside down. Like, you're literally going to strip away from all of your conditionings about who you were, and you're going to start realizing how the hell of a small you were playing your entire life. You will be like, damn, like I had this potential with me in my entire life. And you'll be like, who basically made me play this small, who made me just close myself off this much, who made me undermine myself, who undermined me. There might be even some anger coming up to the surface. We have Knight of Swords under the bottom of the deck and the Fool on reverse. So first of all, your guys don't want you to act upon your emotions whenever like especially your past triggers are coming back to the surface and past realizations. Because with the Eight of Cups in reverse position, you first need to let those emotions to be embraced and let go. So it's going to turn into the upright position that you're going to let go. Then you can actually see yourself under a completely different light. But the fact that you are going through all these emotions does not mean that you also have to share all of your anger and frustration. Meanwhile, the process with those people that cause you the anger and frustration. Okay. Oh, we have Hyreth. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Did I ever had this card before? Amazing. It's a longing for home, homesick for the stars. So you might literally be seeing your true self and understanding your true self. We have cracked open under the bottom of the deck. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So you're literally coming back home to yourself. Like you are realizing who you are at the soul level, who you always have been, but how you have been suppressed. There might be a lot of emotions coming back to the surface, and just because now for the first time in your life you just feel unbounded, you just feel fully free, you just feel like the world is your oyster and anything is possible. And maybe you never find yourself in this kind of like a state, a mind in your life, but it is what it is. It is literally what's coming in for you. Let's get a one last message. Like literally, this reading for your group number 3 is about a blessings that is coming for you, but it's going to be so shockingly beautiful that your spirit guides feel the need of like preparing you for it beforehand. Last message from the Astro Oracle deck, please, for group number 3. Ooh, okay. We have Libra, balance in reverse. It came. You might be seeing the imbalance in your relationship with this like a 7th house in here in reverse relationship cards, and we have opposition in here and Jupiter in abundance. So actually you are going to like it's not stopping. You are going to like review all of your relationships even in the past with this retrograde card, and you are going to start saying like where the abundance is like lying off, like where you can thrive in which areas of the life. And you're going to start seeing the reason of the oppositions, because you're going to understand some people are not meant for you, and some people from your past, like some old friendships, might be coming back into your life. And actually this is for a time, this is a time for them to come back into your life, and they're coming to stay, they're coming for good. And now like all of the imbalance in your life, all of the scales of imbalance are coming into the balance. But this is also going to require for you to take some time out for yourself whenever you feel agitated, and not like share all of those intense emotions with those people, because they might not also not know how to receive it, even how to handle those emotions within themselves. So if you want to like expose those people who actually genuinely want to be in your life with those extra emotions, then it might cause some kind of stallbacks for a little while in the relationships. And the Libra card here says that sometimes conflict needs to erupt before a healthy equilibrium can be reestablished. Repression is not peace. Beauty can be misleading. Aesthetics alone can be shallow and incomplete unless loveliness expresses a deeper beauty, a compassionate heart. I'm seeing that you're going to start finding souls and start coming into relationships with those souls, even calling out your soul family, who looks out more than the surface level interactions with you. Because I believe that you're an extremely attractive person, and people might be withdrawn to you with all types of reasons, especially the lower vibrational souls. If you're an extremely beautiful person, which I think that you are, then people might be also withdrawn to your beauty too, for like even like all those wrong reasons. They think that you're also as shallow because they think that you're just so beautiful. It's just like the ego talking. And people don't want to know that actually like you had the looks, you had the intelligence, you had the depth, because they cannot handle with it, they do not have it all. So I feel like you're basically stripping yourself away from those shallow interactions with other people. At the same time, you're bringing in the souls into your life who wants your good, you who wants your highest good for all, and who are actually looking out for as much as depth in your relationships as you do. Like group number three, you got it all and you're manifesting it all. You're manifesting financial stability, you're manifesting the position of power that you're going to use for the highest good of all. If you're going to be in a position of management, then you're going to be so loud. You're manifesting your soul tribe. If you're in a relationship, I'm seeing that there might be any kind of like a conflict with your partner, but you're going to get through with it and gonna be even stronger than ever before. You're literally manifesting all of your desires, group number three. It's amazing, and your spirit guides are preparing you for it. So these are all the messages I got for you. Like, thank you so much for bearing with me until the end if you did. And I just want to like again express my gratitude for you for supporting me, helping me to reach out to 200 subscribers. Without you, I wouldn't be able to like do all these readings, and I'm so passionate about bringing the messages to you. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you want to ever connect with me for the personal readings one to one, then you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm wishing an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye.